In recent days, a young man from Vietnam has captured the attention of people, not only in his own country, but across the entire internet. His story isn't just unusual, it challenges everything we think we know about modern life. One day, without warning, he made a bold and almost unbelievable decision. He would walk away from civilization completely. No crowded cities, no electricity, no markets, no conveniences. Instead, he chose a life where only nature would surround him, a life built with nothing but his own hands and his determination. His goal was as ambitious as it was extraordinary: to create a fully self-sufficient floating island, entirely on his own. That dream led him deep into a remote area, to a quiet, isolated lake hidden within dense rainforest. The environment was both beautiful and intimidating. Thick jungle in every direction, an eerie silence, and countless unknown dangers. It was here that the greatest challenge of his life would begin. But very quickly, one thing became clear: he wasn't just building a shelter. He was shaping an entirely new way of living. There were no tools waiting for him, no prepared materials, no support system. Everything he needed had to be created from scratch. His first challenge was survival, starting with a foundation. If he wanted to live on water, he needed something that could float. After exploring his surroundings, he discovered that bamboo was the perfect material. It was lightweight, durable, and naturally buoyant. He began cutting bamboo, one piece after another, slowly gathering enough to construct a large floating base. But materials alone weren't enough. He needed a way to bind them together. Without rope, he turned again to nature. By stripping and twisting the fibers found within bamboo, he created strong, natural cords. Using these handmade ropes, he tightly secured the bamboo logs together. Step by step, his floating foundation began to take shape. With the base complete, he moved on to building the structure of his shelter. He relied on an ancient method of construction, carefully carving holes into wooden beams. He fitted them together using interlocking joints. Piece by piece, the frame rose strong, stable, and held together without a single nail. Next came the roof. He split bamboo into thin strips and layered them carefully, designing it so rainwater could flow off easily. Within just a few days, a small yet sturdy home stood floating in the middle of the water. But survival required more than just shelter. Food was the next challenge. At first, he relied on the water around him, catching small fish and shellfish with his hands. Realizing the area was difficult, he relocated with his dog to a more suitable spot, an area with a flat, sandy shoreline. Here, he began expanding his vision. He decided to grow his own food. Using fertile soil and organic matter, he created farming sections on his platform. He planted vegetables, peppers, and even banana trees. Still, he didn't stop. In the center of the raft, he built a small pond designed for fish farming. To support this, he created simple yet effective traps. One day, his patience paid off when he successfully caught a large fish. Staying in one place limited his ability to gather resources. So, he built a small boat powered not by engines, but by his own feet. Then came an even more ambitious idea: growing rice on water. He lined it with banana leaves and spread a mixture of soil and ash. There, he planted rice seeds, beginning a slow process. As days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, his floating world continued to grow. While exploring the forest, he set a simple trap along a trail. After waiting, his effort was rewarded when two wild chickens were caught. He brought them back and built a small enclosure, turning them into a sustainable resource for the future. Soon after, he faced another challenge: pollination. To solve this, he ventured into the forest in search of bees. After locating a wild hive, he carefully captured the queen bee. Before long, bees filled his floating garden, providing him with honey. Finally, the time came for a harvest. The rice he had planted months earlier was ready. He processed it entirely by hand. That moment, eating food grown by his own effort, became one of the most rewarding experiences of his life. By this time, his floating island had transformed into something remarkable. What started as a simple raft had become a small, self-sustaining world. A year earlier, he had arrived alone, with nothing but an idea. Now, standing before him was a living creation, built by his own hands. And in the end, he realized something profound. A person may not be able to conquer the world alone, but they can build a sustainable life.